Alright, so I went out and got all my stuff done. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to get even more beautiful. Guess I'm gonna start this rebuild. First things first. I think I'm gonna start with taking the tire off. Got it all up off the ground. It's currently draining oil. Yeah. Buddy. Alright. I'm gonna start draining the coolant and I'm gonna start taking stuff off. You're welcome. Hey, yo, Mikey. Yo, Mikey, you gotta take a pee, Mikey. Hey, yo, Mikey. Alright, got the fluids drained and the top post off. The top post. I'm doing that. I was thinking about, I have these up here for the map sensor bolts where they used to be. And that bar, it does have a little spot in the back there. It's never quite fit. But now that I got the tap and die set, wherever I put it, right there, I think once I get this guy back on there, I'm going to drill those out and actually bolt them up. Get that tri-bar going. Anyways, I'm going to start taking off some intake, exhaust stuff. Probably intake first, but I don't know. We'll see. Alright, got to manage to get the distributor off, the intake, just a bunch of shit, I'm sure you can see. I loosened these guys. And then tried to get underneath there and tried to get the 3 manifold bolts out, but they are not coming out of there, which is weird because never had a problem with them. And now all of a sudden I have a problem with them. So that's goofy. Yay! So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just debolt this, take off the intake manifold, pull the head up, and either try and pull this up and out or just leave it. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, intake manifold next. This is the bullshit I'm talking about. When you get fucking, you're just trucking along, doing just fine. All of a sudden you get 3 bolts that won't fucking come off. Then all of a sudden you get 1 bolt that just fucking won't come off. And then it won't fucking strip. And the next thing you know, you're spending your 45 fucking minutes trying to get 1 fucking bolt off. Hate this shit. Alright, 3 years later. Finally got that fucking intake manifold off. See what she looks like. Huh. Not too bad. Man, just stay pretty much intact, nothing crazy. Can't really see it all that well, but I'm dirty back here. Fuck yeah. Alright, time to get going. Time to keep it on. Alright, I managed to get everything disconnected, with the exception of the timing belt. I'm going to do that in a second here, but I'm just about to start taking off the heads. I'm wanting to go ahead and show the order of the way they're supposed to be taken off. And of course the head bolts are stuck. They're all stuck. Alright, so I can't get that guy off. I've gotten almost all the other ones off. The other 2 in the middle are yet to go, but that guy will not come off. Tried just about everything to get the fuck on there. Tried with chisel, I've hit it a bunch of times. Got the impact. We've got the punch, the hammer. Trying everything in this guy. I think I'm going to try and take the rocker arm off and remove those valve springs and try and see if I can't get some kind of leverage on it with a crescent wrench, but next step after that's going to be drobbling that fucker off. Alright, so get the cam off. Got some WD-40 on it right this second, but try to wipe it off a little bit. Yeah, there's no major. God, this thing just won't focus for me. A little bit of scratching here and there. It might just be some. Yeah, that's just oxidization or little bubbles. It actually, once I got it all dried off, cleaned up, this thing looked really nice. No majors. So that leaves me still sitting here with a pool of oil and springs. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some of these. See if I can't get something in there. Pull these 2. See if I can't get something in there. Alright, well, I've literally been left with no other option. Here goes nothing. I think I'm going to try a cross cut and then try and chisel it away and then grind off the head. Wish me luck. Alright, got a little chunk taken out there. See where that gets me. Well, I got half of it off. Sort of. I got a quarter of it off and a quarter of it disintegrated. And I'm down to the washer there. Maybe I can get in there and cut it a little better. Oh, helps if it's in focus and view, huh? That's where I'm at. Alright, a little bit more. And another little chunk off. Getting closer. Anyway, just blah blah going along. And all of a sudden that thing just popped off. So hopefully I'll be able to just take this down a little bit more and then be able to pull the rest of the bolts. Hopefully I won't have to do this shit again. Yeah. Oh, I got a scratchy throat. I'm wearing eye protection, but I'm not wearing any kind of throat protection. These help for your face, but not for your throat and lungs. Plinko. Alright, see if I can get this head off. So that dude does not want to come out. Not by any means. I haven't stripped it yet, so I'm not going to cut it off like I did that one. Yet. Just kind of waiting. Going to give it a little bit of time here with the PV Blaster. Going to give it a little bit of time, see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to take the throttle body here. See what I can't get off of that. Get working on that, dude. Yeah, just took the throttle body off. Threw the Skunk 2 on. I was a little worried it wouldn't fit, but you can see holes all line up. There's a lot of yeses and a lot of no's on whether or not that would fit directly onto a Z6. And there you go, throttle body on a Z6. Boom, perfect. Yeah, I didn't even know I could get it this clean. It's crazy, it's crazy. Really went to town on it, not gonna lie. Went through 3 bottles of carb and 2 bottles of brake cleaner, but there it is. I don't think it was even this shiny when it was cast. So, yeah, alright, I gotta clean up the front of this a little bit. I'm gonna wait until after I paint it, which I'm gonna do now so it has it just sits and cures overnight, but god dang, man. Dang old shiny man. Alright. Got it all taped up. One last look, make sure I'm not missing any holes. Not missing anything major here. Looks like I do need one piece of tape right there. That's about it. Alright, time to spray this guy. Yeah. Now that guy's all painted, I'm just gonna sand off the top part here. Now that guy's all painted, and come back in here. Keep trying to get that last fucking bolt out. Got my pick and my hammer and my sledge. Fuck you. Alright, heads off. Yeah. It is over here. Let me grab my flashlight. So you can see, a little light on the subject. Make that joke bad again. Check out the exhaust. Oof. Oofda. I'm almost kind of like afraid to chip at that at all, just because I don't want to know how fucking thick that is. Look at that valve. Whoa, those valves are totally trashed. Yeah. Yeah, that one is burnt, bruh. Burnt. Yeah, those are all massive amounts of backfire. I kind of don't want to lift this thing up. This is America. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. It's due. Alright. So, got an idea of what I gotta get done there. So up next, I finished taking this guy out. Shouldn't be too hard. You know, it's only, embedded in this block of aluminum. I have to pull a, what is that? Hercules? I don't know. Yeah. Alright, sweet progress. Alright, get it all cleaned up. By cleaned up, I mean I took the tape off it. I still got to sand the top, but I'm going to wait until it's dry to do that. Other than that, looks like I got good coverage. Oh, I missed a spot. Oh, jeez. Hope nobody ever sees that. Yeah, alright, looks good, looks good. Alright, so I'm just getting this idle air control on. I put it on, and one of the bolts didn't want to go down all the way. So I thought, oh, I just got the, I guess I have to have that little bracket in there. So I pulled them out, and they look like the same size. I thought maybe the holes were just different depths. So I switched them out, and it turns out that the original idle air control is quite a bit larger widthwise than the other one. So now I'm Dilemma-ville. Should I use the other one, the new one? Should I use the old one? Doesn't look that bad, but I don't think it's been messed with. Decisions. Alright, so I thought about just putting a washer in behind it, behind the bolt, and keeping it, but it's, as I was looking at it, the inner circle parts there weren't the same size as the other one either. So like right in here, these circles didn't match up with those circles. They're a lot smaller. It looks the same, and the bolts line up the same, but it's not the same damn part. So I'm going to put that on there and replace it out. I'm going to steal this gasket. Yeah. As much as I wanted to, you know, the nice new one. Yeah, I cleaned up this one pretty good. Looks a lot better than it did. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there and then get the throttle body. Alright, just got it all tapped. Got all of them tapped and retried them, and everything runs smoothly with this. So I'm going to go ahead and put the old throttle body on the old intake manifold. Alright. Sweet. It's on there. Fits good. I'm glad I tapped it. I felt like I wasn't sure if I should, but I did it, and I'm glad I did because they went in really smooth and they're in there nice and snug. Sweet. Awesome. Now what? Just about to start cleaning these guys up. I noticed that somebody had wrote, I don't know if you can see it, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or they wrote 4, 3, 1, 2. Interesting. I'm very curious as to why they would do that, and out of order, because this would be piston 1, 2. These are 3 white tips and 1 black one. I have a feeling they're all black. They look like they were all black at some point. Either way, these definitely needed a good clean. Clean them out, get them going. Couple of snooks just flew over. Totally shook the whole house. So this got some kind of weird filter in it. Try to get it so the camera doesn't go out of focus. It's like a recessed filter, as opposed to the other ones that have like there's like a hole there, which is what this is. A very unusual thing in that it's about. But then there's one that's like shoved in there, which I've never seen. Normally they're like that. They're like caps that just kind of drop in. But so now I gotta figure out how the fuck to get those out of there. Sweet. All right, next day went and did a little bit of research on these types of filters here. Looks like you need a special kind of pulling tool. I think I'm just going to use a really thick screw, because that's not the type of filter that's supposed to go in there. Those get pushed in. Sorry, it won't focus. Those get pushed in when they're supposed to just set in there like this guy. So I'm going to figure that out. M16 times 1 is what that says. That is the tap that I used to get that sucker out. It's not easy. I had to watch a couple of videos, but all in all I got it out, so I'm moving on to the next 3. Well, I got all the brass top parts off. Now I got the little filter still stuck in there, so working on that. I had to use a what what is this? An M5 to get out the little black part. And I had to use the M8 or the M6 in order to get the brass fitting out. Now I don't know what I'm going to use to get those little filter baskets out. Alright, finally got them all cleaned out. Ready to go back in. Just got to drop in the little filters, which I'm not going to do until I'm ready. Yeah, moving on to the fuel rail. Get that guy set up and ready, cleaned up, ready to go. Alright, got this guy all cleaned up. Even broke out the old polishing wheel with the Dremel there. Got it a little shinier than it was. Mainly just wanted to take off some of the patina of the years. Still a little foggy and whatnot. I'm not really too worried about that. If I care, maybe I'll deal with it later. But I even polished this off a little bit. So it looks good. Gonna get it back on there now. Just about to put it back on. Wanted to document this page that it's 12 Newton or 9 foot-pounds of torque on the fuel rail. Yeah, got the fuel rail back on. Went on pretty smooth. No major issues. I did reorder them 4321, not 4312. I don't know what that had anything to do with anything or whatnot, but at the end of the day, that's where it is. 12 foot-pounds of torque, 12 Newton on these seems like a lot. Man, I feel like just cranking them down a little bit is plenty good. I don't. Those are really, whatever. Anyways, I got a new idle air or intake air temperature sensor just came. You'd think for like 25 bucks they'd once again throw in a couple screws, but obviously they don't. Luckily I've got a plethora of all over the place, so I'll be able to throw that guy in right now. Put the purge control solenoid back on, which I don't use, but I'm just gonna cover up the hole. So yeah, there we go. There's that. Well, I got everything back on there. It's good to go. Yep. Characters, rail, throttle body, map, TPS, idle air control, solenoid. All the way in the back down there. That little white sucker. Intake air temp. Fuel lines back on. All I gotta do is connect the throttle cable, brake booster, figure out my lines to the idle air control via the non-existent fast idle thermal valve. And this guy's done. With the exception that I have to sand this. Not a big deal. Now, piston rings or valve springs? Pistons, valves. Pistons,